So the City of Ekurhuleni will today issue temporary trading licenses to informal traders in Tembisa, allowing them to continue running their businesses for the remainder of the 21-day lockdown period. Now, this after Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs Minister Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma announced the amended COVID-19 regulations last week, which made provision for spaza shops and informal traders to continue working during this period. Our reporter Itakani Magwedze is in Tembisa for us. Take you there now live to get a sense of how this is likely to pan out for the rest of the day. So Itakani, obviously at this time of the day there won't be much movement. Take us through what we know so far and what some of these informal traders are expected to receive today.
Well, Ayanda, what we know so far is that since that amendment by Minister Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma, various municipalities around South Africa have already started issuing those temporary licenses. As you can remember, initially only spaza shops were allowed to be trading, but even in some situations, even those were closed down by either police or the South African National Defence Force Army soldiers. And this prompted some complaints that have come to the Cooperative Governance Ministry, and that's why the ministry came to the decision to ensure that there is trading from these informal traders. And as you can imagine, the businesses having stopped, some of them, especially being informal traders, didn't have finances stored up, considering the size of their businesses, to continue feeding their families. Some of these are just led by one person in the family, and that's why this prompted the department to come to that decision to ensure that these families continue getting some kind of income during this lockdown period. And so the City of Ekurhuleni has followed suit in issuing these licenses. And as you can see behind me, some of the informal traders have already started arriving here. They're expected to start issuing these permits from around 8 a.m. rather, and I'm told that a lot of them arrive here. The queue is still quite small, and although it's not the first day today of issuing permits, there is still quite a number of informal traders that will be issued these permits.
What do we know about the procedure for the issuing out of those permits, right? And you rightly mentioned that this is not the first day, but it also raises questions about if the minister said it's okay to trade, why do they then need the permits? Take us through that kind of thinking.
Well, it's important because you need to be a South African to be trading. So you need to be able to show your proof of residence. You need to show your identity, and because this is informal trading, nothing more is needed but to prove that you are a South African, that you reside within the area of Ekurhuleni, and that you have a South African ID, and that's really all that's required. But inside the municipality, they will be required to fill in a form that will give a bit more detail about what they do, and then it's a really, according to the municipality, as it explains, it's a really fast process to ensure that they are able to process as many informal traders as possible. The municipality has also clarified that this is for including processed and unprocessed foods. So there is quite a broad coverage of the type of informal traders that will be affected or assisted here today.
We'll leave it there. Thank you very much for that update. No doubt we'll be touching base with you throughout the course of the rest of the morning.